Hello everyone and welcome back to All About Steph 1 with me, Steph. Today's trophy day and we're going to be going through all of the trophies throughout the 2021 season. So there's 22 to get through. Let's get started. We're going to go in race order, I think we will. Bahrain. I love this. You're going in, you're doing amazing, sweetie. This one is great. Classic cup trophy, gold, decadent. This is what a Formula 1 trophy should look like. It's good, it's classic. Sometimes you don't need to do any faffing around to make something good. Speaking of faffing around to make something good, we're moving on to Imola. Oh, I loved the Imola trophy last year. It was like top. It was one of my favorites. This, it's gonna go in Yeet. I don't want to say hate. That's a very strong word. I really dislike this trophy. It just feels very cheap. I think maybe if it was gold, it would have a different vibe to it. But the fact that it's kind of this stainless steel silver, it just feels very basic. It just feels very basic to me and I don't like it. I really loved the idea of what Imola had last year. But this one I'm not a huge fan of. Next, Portugal, and we have a Heineken trophy. I'm going to put this in I pretend I do not see it. Do you know what? I'm going to put this in doubt because I like the Heineken trophy. I like the principle of it and I think it's actually a great design. The problem that I have with the Heineken trophy is that it's used for every Grand Prix that's sponsored by Heineken, which I get is the point, but I still feel like they could have a little bit more creativity and do something a little bit different with it. Okay, I'm going to put it in I pretend I do not see it because it's my least favourite Heineken trophy of the year. And we're going to get on to the other ones. Spain. Now we have the Aramco trophy, which I like. It's just like the Heineken one. I actually like the design of it. It just feels overused now. They do switch up the Aramco ones with the flags of wherever they are. So this one obviously has the Spanish flag. And I'm going to put it in doubt because for me it's just average. On to Monaco. I really like this one, but not that much. So I'm going to put it in happy clappy. I think it's great. Do you know what? I'm going to go a bit higher. I love the case as well. I think it's a Louis Vuitton case that they all came in. It looks rich to me. I like the outline of the track. I think it's a very iconic track. I like track outline trophies. I don't hate them. Do you know what? No, I'm going to put it back down in happy clappy because I don't think it's as good as the Bahrain one. But I don't think there's anything. I like this trophy. And I think happy clappy is just going to be me saying I like this. Baku. Ooh, you're good and you're doing amazing, sweetie. I love this trophy. It's very futuristic. I love the matte kind of finish. I found another image as well where you could probably see what's on the kind of side of one of the sides. So I'll insert that here, but you can't really see it in any of the trophy images. Simplicity sometimes is key, and this one is really simple, but it's done really well. And it feels special to Baku, which is something that I like. Moving on to France. So this was the French Grand Prix trophy, and this is sponsored by, this is one of the Pirelli trophies, I think. This is going in doubt. Although I like that it's different, I don't love the design anymore. I think I used to like it because it was different, and I think a trophy should be a work of art, but I don't love this work of art anymore. I do think that it needs to be switched up a little bit. Oh, I do hope that we go into 2022 with some more exciting trophy ideas. We're going to do the Styrian Grand Prix next, and I'm going to put it in doubt. Like I said, I like circuit outlines, and I like this circuit as well. Let's do it with the Austrian Grand Prix as well. They were both obviously run around the Red Bull Ring in Austria, so they are similar trophies and they both got the track outlines. But I prefer the wood version than the green version, so I'm going to put that one in happy clappy and going to put the other one in doubt. Fundamentally, it's a nice design, it's a nice trophy, and I like the idea of wood because it's kind of a different material than you would see, and it's more sustainable. Next up is the British Grand Prix trophy. This is going straight up in I'm a massive fan of this. I think I put this in the second to top category last year. It's properly grown on me this year, and I really do like this picture of Lewis Hamilton hugging it. Bahrain tries to imitate this trophy, but it doesn't really do so in the same successful way. This just looks like a properly classic giant trophy. It looks like it'd be so heavy. This looks like it should be the World Championship trophy. Like, that's what you get at the end of the World Championship. It's that special. Hungarian GP. I'm gonna put this really cute picture of Esteban Ocon, who just looks so happy. And I'm gonna put this in happy clappy because I like that it's different. No, I'm gonna put it in doubt. There's something about this trophy. There's something, I don't know what it is, and I think it might potentially be that there's no holes in the side holders. The handles, that's what you'd call them. There's no holes, so it's not like a real handle, it's almost like a fake handle, which I don't love. But I feel like this is a design that's very much inspired by Hungary, and it gives me quite an authentic Hungarian vibe, which is why I'm actually going to move it from Doubt and into Happy Clappy, because it's good. But there's something about it that I don't like, which I can't put my finger on. Next up, we're hopping over the summer break and we're going to Spa. Now, one thing I will say, Max can't hold trophies in a way that I can get pictures of them easily. So here is a picture of the second place trophy from George Russell. Max is he holds his trophies very like base up, which I understand, but Lewis has mastered the art of like holding the trophy so that you can like see the trophy as well, which is why it's so easy to get pictures of the trophy when Lewis is holding them. But it's much more difficult when Max is. That's not a criticism. I'm sure Max will be lifting trophies for many years to come, and I'm sure we'll get much better as we go along. But yeah, Max, next year, if you could help me out a little bit. I wonder if I said this last year. Anyway, George Russell has the Spa trophy. I don't hate this one. I'm going to put you in Happy Clappy. Maybe this is a Rolex sponsor trophy. I'm not quite sure. I like it. I don't hate it. No, I'm going to put it in Doubt, because there is also something that's just kind of preventing me from putting it somewhere further. I think it's just average. There's something more you could do to it, like give us a bit of sparkle or something. Sparkle and shine. Next up, we have the Dutch Grand Prix trophy, which I am also going to place in Doubt. I like it. It's different. It's different to what we've had before. It looks plasticky though. And maybe it is. Maybe that is why it looks like that, but it's quite similar to the Imola trophy in that I think it looks cheap. Regardless as to if it's made of plastic, I think it needs to have kind of a more elegant vibe to it. The trophy on its own, it's missing something. It needs jazzing up and it needs, you know, glamifying. Okay, moving on to Monza. I definitely explained this in my last trophy video that I really like this trophy design for Monza. I don't know what it is about it, but I like the design. I'm not going to put it in I'm a massive fan of this. I'm just going to put it in You're Doing Amazing, Sweetie. I wish it wasn't a sponsor trophy because I love it really for this Grand Prix in particular, and I don't know what it is about it, and people disagreed with me last year, but I'm going to maintain my stance that I think this is a perfect trophy for Monza. It just is ruined a little bit by that same trophy being at other Grand Prix throughout the year. Russia. I love this trophy. It's one of the best. I love the little tendrils that come out. It's got a little globe in the middle of it. This has been the Russian Grand Prix trophy for a few years. I'm a huge fan of it. I'm a massive fan of this. I am. It's still a cup trophy, and I think what we're coming to the conclusion of is that the cup trophies are my favorites because I think they are just, you know, very authentic. They're just kind of old school. They always look good. There's a reason why cup trophies don't go out of style. I make no secret of the fact that I was a huge fan of the Turkey trophy last year. Not so much of a fan of this one. I'm going to put it in Happy Clappy because I think it's good. I like the bronze and the silver together, and I love the star. I think it's very reminiscent of the Turkey flag. Again, that clearly went into the design aspect of the trophy, but you can see Turkey in this trophy, just like I think you can see Hungary in the Hungarian trophy, and I think you should be able to see a little bit of the place you are within the trophy. We have the USA, and this is another Aramco trophy, so I'm again going to put it in, I pretend I do not see it now because I've seen it once this season and I need to say something different. I don't think I'm a fan of sponsorship trophies anymore because there's too much repetition going on, especially when the same trophy is being used year after year. I think I would have less of an issue with sponsor trophies if they changed year on year and there was a different design every year. I know I'm criticising a lot, which might be very unfair considering I do not design trophies and I could not design trophies, but I'm just trying to help everyone go in the right direction so that we can see a little bit more creativity, because there's so much opportunity to express creativity within these trophy designs, and so many places have, like Baku, like Turkey, but I just feel like sometimes it's wasted a little bit. Next up, we're going on to Mexico, and I think everything that surrounds the Mexican Grand Prix is very different and very fun. And I like this trophy a lot, so I'm going to put it in You're Doing Amazing, Sweetie. I'm not really sure exactly what it's supposed to resemble, but it is, you know, like a straight trophy with more tendrils. It's silver with quartz in it. I do still think that it is creative. It does have that element of differentiation to other trophies. I'm a big fan of this, and I'm going to leave her in You're Doing Amazing, Sweetie. I need to stop saying I'm a big fan of this when I'm not putting it in that category. Brazil. Now this is another Heineken trophy, and I'm going to put it in I Pretend I Do Not See It, but I do prefer this one to the Portuguese trophy. As you can see, there's kind of a little bit of difference in the colour. There's a little bit of differentiation on the outside, so do you know what, I'm going to put this in doubt. Qatar. This was sponsored by Urdu. I don't hate it. It reminds me of kind of an organ with red in it. I'm going to put it in doubt. I feel like a lot of them are going in doubt. Don't hate this. Don't love it. I don't have any strong feelings towards it, which is sad. Saudi Arabia. Oh, okay, I'm going to put this right at the top because do you know what? I rate this one so highly. I think it was so gorgeous. This looks like a rich trophy, but it also feels very authentic to Saudi Arabia. You've kind of got like the palm leaves. I think they're palm leaves that are at the top. There's a lot of gold. It just feels like deserty, but also Saudi Arabian-y. It was very, very intricate as well. There was a lot of detail that went into it. And sometimes you don't really see that with other trophies, like the track outlines. They don't have the same level of detail carved into them. Like the sponsor trophies, they're all very basic, whereas a lot of intricate detail and time and work has gone into designing this trophy, which is something that I really like. Last but not least, the final trophy of the season is Abu Dhabi, and you guys know that I'm a fan of this one. It looks like it's a tiny bit different to last year's trophy, but I know that Abu Dhabi actually takes its inspiration from the national animal, I think, which is a falcon, and I just love that it's kind of that is a representation of the United Arab Emirates. It's meaningful to the people of the UAE, and therefore it's more meaningful in Formula 1 as well, because the trophy has a history and it has a place where it's come from, which is also another beef that I have with sponsor trophies, is that it doesn't really feel personal, whereas this feels like a personal trophy from the UAE to the winner of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. And now we get to go on to the Japanese Grand Prix trophy. Now when this was revealed to me on Twitter, I was in awe because I saw this trophy and I was gobsmacked. I think it was so beautiful. It reminds me of like a dandelion. It's going straight in. I'm a massive fan of this. And this is honorary because obviously the Japanese Grand Prix did not happen this year, but this was supposed to be the trophy that they used. And I love it. Again, it's not a cup like some of the other trophies, but it's different. This plays to everything that I love. The intricate detail within the sphere at the top. I like it a lot. I love it. I think it's great. Clearly, I have a lot of favourites this year, but we're going to go on to the final trophies, which is the World Drivers' Championship Trophy and the World Constructors' Championship Trophy. I like that they're very similar. I do like that it kind of keeps with the theme. It seems a little bit timeless. I like them both. I do much prefer the Drivers' Championship Trophy to the World Constructors' Championship Trophy. So I'm going to put the driver in Happy Clappy and the Constructors in Average. I'm really gutted that I can't put them any higher, but they don't give me the wow factor. And maybe that's because we've seen them year on year. But at the same time, give them a little update, give them a little revamp. We're going to run out of room soon on the Constructors' Championship Trophy. There's not a lot of space left. We've probably got a good 20 years left, maybe. I'm looking for a little bit of wow. I'm looking for a little bit of pop. And I'm not getting them from either. But I do like them both. There's nothing fundamentally wrong with them. I'm looking for more. And I don't know what more is until I see it. So I'm clearly a very, very difficult person to please. This is my final list. This is my final tier list of all of the 2021 trophies. So let me know in the comments if you agree, if you disagree. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you have not already. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.